Greetings. Just a minute, please. I need to fix my mic here so you can hear me clearly. And just checking here, testing sound. Okay. There's more horrifying thing I found, and I wasn't sure if I should come live stream, but uh, uh, looking at a video of an ex-Muslim, which gave me courage to come online on my first channel then about this. So now it's my second channel. I have very grateful to the subscribers here for waiting patiently since I come live more on my first channel, Zahra Berserk, ex Shia Truth Seeker 1. And okay, thanks for waiting patiently here. You can join me there if you like to watch my live streams every day. Uh, Now it's getting like once a day or something. Before it was like many times a day, and even my case condition, open case. So, okay, I better get on with this. I just, again, I was feeling shocked. Did I read this properly? So, as I have read, gone through, and the ayats are fresh in my mind, Surah Hashr ayats. The evacuation of the Jews, the breaking of their houses, and cutting down their trees, palm trees, just because they opposed Allah and His Messenger. And then we have the commentaries that they were terrible, they killed a Muslim or two, and so that's why they were giving Prophet Muhammad a hard time. What I found in Surah Nisa at 96, no, wait a minute, 97, and they're on the other ayats. Another thing I want to mention, I'll come to 97 ayat and the other ayats, is this ayat, that Allah's statement is true. So I had done a live stream on my first channel, Zahra Berserk, about the murky waters, the sun setting in the murky waters, Dhul Qarnain, going to that place. And then I had the heart to listen to Dr. Shabir, a short video of Dr. Shabir explaining this ayat regarding the sun setting. And he said that Dhul Qarnain was giving his opinion. So it doesn't mean that the sun is setting. And then, there's another ayat also on the sun rising when he reached a place where the sun was rising on the people of another place. So the explanation was something I got me confused. We have made for you against them a clear authorization. Just searching for this ayat. Sorry, I have to just cut myself a little bit here about Dr. Shabir Ali's video on that. So I thought even like prophets gave true statements, not like their opinion and metaphorically saying things. I thought we should stay away from too much, metaphorical things. But I guess I was wrong as a Shia even when I was a Shia. Oh God, I think I have to go up, up, up. Allah's statement is true. So I've forgotten which. 88. Sorry to keep you waiting. Thanks for bearing with me here. I think I keep forgetting the number of time. It's before this, much before this. No. So, any helper. Uh, yeah, here it is. It's, I have many translations here. That's why it takes 87. Ayat of Surah Nisa. So, Allah, there is no deity except Him. He will surely assemble you for account on the day of resurrection, about which there is no doubt. And who is more truthful than Allah in statement? So, this part tells us that, of course, Allah is the truest and His statements are also true. So, His Quran ayats and His messengers should also give us true statements and not just their opinions about how they see the sun setting or the sun rising. Anyways, the because I'm not a alima, not a religious scholar. I didn't go to Qum or even go to the Sunni side and study their scriptures from a Sunni religious scholar. I think it would have been fair and square if I'd done that. So I didn't get to do that. And I'm stuck with this, like doing my own research. So thank you for bearing with me. Um, for many reasons, my health condition, and some things I found in the Quran ayat which were confusing for me, and perhaps, um, kind of things that discouraged me from being. I wanted to be very sincere in my religion and study it sincerely, like go to perhaps, if I would be that sincere about my religion, study my religion, going to a qualified credential, with credentials, like a university, religious Islamic university. Something just stopped me from doing that. I don't know what it was exactly right now. I can't say. So, because I don't really know what discouraged me. Okay, Allah's statement, remember, Allah's statement is always true. So we would expect that all the prophets and the statements are true in this, all the statements, hadiths, meaning the Quranites, because they're signs of Allah. So they must be true, leading us to the truth and nothing but the truth. So it should be organized and not a mishmash, disorganized. Allah could have said that, these are the reasons why uh, He gives us ayats in parables. Sometimes uses parables or metaphorically the ayats, and why He uses them metaphorically, and then tell us about the water because He's the supreme creator. So to tell us uh, what is water, like how was its first creation? Doesn't tell us that, but it tells us that living beings came from water. That's just not enough for me. I'm the person who needs everything like in its origin. and go into its depths. So from my, as a Shia even, I was stuck like from my creator, the best supreme creator, Khalq al-Azim, I couldn't find, and why he has, like I couldn't find, first of all, the origins of water and how he could come down to our level in explaining in his ayats, how water was created and all this. I just need to know. And why he chose Allah as his name, a very common name that he uses very commonly, Allah. So, someone like Karen Armstrong has written a book on Prophet Muhammad, Islam, and she explains the meaning of Allah, which comes from Illah, the root word, and it means worship of one God or just one God, something like that. I read that long time ago when I was in Karachi doing my research on my religion. So, but this was not enough for me. And I wanted to go into the depths of like how, what, the supreme creator, and my mind would just not settle for just stories about mention excuse me, Mariam, or, but how do we know? So look at about Mariam giving birth miraculously when we weren't even there. So I was praying to be with Mariam and all the prophets to please come. And I mean, you are alive, right? Hazrat hai na, meaning Hazir Nazir. Um, so we've got all these Christians and Jews, and so please come. Why don't they? And my mind went wild on this. So one day I said, please come and tell us what is the truth. You want to save Christians, you want to save Jews. This is very important for you. And I felt the book was not enough, that they needed to gather, come and have a gathering, like Musa, Pharaoh and Musa, they had an assembly, and they could come and tell us, because we have to save humanity, and we have to find the truth somehow through the ayats. You can see will save us, and falsehood will vanish. So now where am I? Okay, so about the Surah Hashr ayats, what I found here tells me that, okay, I'll speak in Urdu now, कि जुल्म के खिलाफ, like जुल्म को सहना भी एक वो है ना, क्या है, एक जुल्म है, against your soul. So there's an ayat here. But before that ayat, I found that this Allah and the Messenger, something here also, like, except those who join a group between you and them, there's a treaty of peace, or those who approach you with their breast restraining from fighting you, as well as fighting their own people, had Allah willed, and fighting their own people. Had Allah willed, indeed, He would have given them power over you. But why would Allah say this? Why would He will to give them power over you? And now I look at the ayats very differently. Like I saw someone, like some Allah satanic. Sorry, I have to share my feelings and opinion. You see, and they would have fought you. So if they withdraw from you and fight not against you, इधर जैसे अल्लाह अपना power का जता रहा है, favor is, like, had I willed, He's like arrogance. Indeed, had Allah willed. It's like, okay, third person. Had Allah willed, indeed He would have given them power over you. So Muslims, be humble. Acha, hum to, ऐसे as a Muslim, we would say, be humble. Okay, this I didn't mention in my first live stream here on these ayats today. Oh, first channel. तो ये देखें ये let me just share this one also. They're really they're going to give it to me on Facebook. They're going to say no 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 no. Okay, I have laryngitis problem. Maybe it's allergy to lemon. I love lemon juice. So having chatpati, chaat, and all this got my throat. Uh, so I apologize if my voice kind of goes faint or goes away completely in the middle. But I'll try to, you know, speak again on that. What it goes faint on my voice. अच्छा ये क्या है? Had Allah willed, indeed He would have given them power over you, and they would have fought you. अब थोड़ा सा like that fear cast, it's very unhealthy. मुझे अभी भी मिस्कीन कर दिया था. So recently I had a relapse. Like how the Muslims, they give their reasons for the ayats. And for us Shias, we have to, according to us Shias, that we have a different method of understanding the Quran ayats from our imams and from, we have to see who's the greatest religious scholar since Imam Mahdi's in occultation, right? So we have to get it from our Ahlul Bayt, Prophet Muhammad's family members and imams. Because only the pure can touch this Surah Waqia ayat. We don't have the same as the Sunnis method. We have very like high, or you have to be very good at this. I don't know what the criteria is for how knowledgeable the person is and his character and everything. We have to see, also consider. Except those, तो ये जो अल्लाह, ये अभी मुझे ये, sorry I have to speak in Urdu. अभी मुझे ये थोड़ा लगा कि ये अल्लाह क्या बोल रहा है कि had Allah willed, यानी ये हमें समझा बता रहा है. Anyways, the Muslim reason, and so my reason came out like ये कैसे बोल रहा है कि मुसलमानों का भी भर सकता है, प्राइड उनमें भी आ सकती है, तो उनको भी हम्बल करने के लिए ऐसे बोल रहा है, मे बी. Anyways, had Allah willed, indeed He would have given them power over you, and they would have fought you. So if they withdraw from you and fight not against you and offer you peace, then Allah has opened no way for you against them. लेकिन देखें ऐसा ये आयत पहली होनी चाहिए इस आयत, before this ayat. Say before this ayat, this they wish that you reject faith as they rejected, but if they turn back from Islam, take hold of them and kill them wherever you find them, and take neither. Okay, friend, but you know what's important is that ये आयत पहले है, right? तो कभी कोई सुन्नी पाकिस्तान में हो, एक्सट्रीमिस्ट जो बिल्कुल बर्दाश्त ही नहीं कर सकते हैं शियाओं को, and they kill Shias. So, to save them from the Sunnis who kill extremists who kill Shias. Yes, they go to that limit of killing the Shias. So this ayat, I feel also another thing that this 80, wait a minute, of Surah Nisa, 89 ayat should have been after the 90 ayat, right? It's quite confusing if you don't have a guide. That's why Prophet Muhammad in his last sermon said, hold on to two things. First, the Quran, my revelation. Okay, the Quran, and and the second one, my itrat. You will never go astray. This is from the Shia side. From the Sunni side, it's hold on to the Quran, Ahl Sunnah side, and my Sunnah. That's why they're called Sunnis. Ahl Sunnah, because they also take the Prophet Muhammad's Sunnah. And there are the Quran only, because Umar has said after Prophet Muhammad's death, or just when he was on his deathbed, that the Quran is enough for you. Okay, now, except for those who take refuge with the people between yourselves, Ajab 90 pe aage. So, okay, don't, if, don't fight them, since they have offered you peace and they want security from you. And then you will find others who wish to obtain security from you and to obtain security from their people. Every time they are returned to the influence of disbelief, they fall back into it. So, it's like me going to a Muslim and getting confused and saying that, oh, at first I was like, God has given me the sign that no, it's not right. Another God, the true God. It's not right to say that the sun was setting in murky waters. But listening to Dr. Shabir Ali, I again started to feel kind of confused, and reading a article a little bit online on this ayat, murky waters and sun setting. I got confused and started to feel like maybe, okay, I'm wrong about that ayat. So every time they return to the influence of disbelief, they fall back into it. So if they do not withdraw from you or offer you peace or restrain their hands, then seize them and kill them wherever you overtake them. See, if they do not restrain their hands, meaning they've warred against you, right? They're physically harming you and all this also, going around, maybe singly handed, and never is it for a believer to kill a believer. This is not. And those who offer you peace, offer them peace. Like, don't say they are kafir disbelievers just for the sake of here it is, which 94 verse of Surah Nisa. Oh, you have believed. When you go forth to fight in the cause of Allah, investigate. So, it's like, okay, yeah, this is good. And do not say to one who gives you greetings of peace, you are not a believer, aspiring for the goods of worldly life, like for the booty. But nowadays, the Sunni Muslim extremists who do attack Shias, um, I've seen it in Pakistan. They say that, what do they say? What is it again? No, they say they are protecting Islam against these infidels who are giving perhaps They think that we are giving Islam, Shias are giving Islam a bad name. And misguiding people also. You know, they will misguide the Muslims. Anyhow, let's go ahead. You are not a believer aspiring for the goods of worldly life. This is not the only reason. For with Allah are many accusations. You yourselves were like that before. Remember in Surah Al Imran, I've done a live stream on the Battle of Uhud. The ayat comes that even the Sahabas of Prophet Muhammad in the Battle of Uhud were covetous of the booties, and they lost and they dispersed, and so all that. God wanted to expose the hypocrites, so there the Shias were right about the Sahabas. Some of the Sahabas of Prophet Muhammad. Whereas the Sunnis say, no, no, they're forgiven, don't say anything to them. Allah knows best. But the Shias were in a dilemma because, there was a hadith, or, yeah, like Umar bin Khattab, what he did to Bibi Fatima Zahra. It comes from the Umayyad side, or you can read that, or the Sunni side. It doesn't come in detail. In Sahih Bukhari, it just says that wo guzar gayi, she passed away, being angry at Abu Bakr and Umar. But maybe why then, the Shias do a lot of research, like, then why did Muslim, say Muslim, write in detail, or Abu Dawud write in detail? And so, because, there were also we were told, many enemies of Prophet Muhammad and his progeny, and the Umayyads were after them. So the Shias had to do a thorough research on that. And why someone would leave, not give in detail, put aside some of the things, leave aside and not put that in the hadith. Why Bukhari did it in detail, what Umar bin Khattab did to Prophet Muhammad's daughter. Anyways, but now I'm far away from that. Now I'm here with this. So don't, you are not a believer. Don't tell the Shias you are not a believer. But I don't know why the Sunni, some of them, they use taqiyya or something. I don't know. Be very honest. Investigate. See, ऐसे मारते हैं शियाओं को. It's very shocking. And then what the Shias are wrong in Surah Azab verse, like he made a mistake. So I feel the Sunnis are right that Prophet Muhammad didn't know he was a prophet until later on in his life. He was a pagan, thanks to someone on my first channel when I came live stream. A Sunni Muslim told me this. So I reconfirmed it from him, or confirmed it, that the Sunnis believe that Prophet Muhammad didn't know from birth, or neither did his mother, that he was a prophet until later on in his life. Not equal are those believers remaining at home. अच्छा, अब ये भी मुझे आयत थोड़ी अजीब लगी. Allah had granted, which one is this? Not equal are those believers who say, no, not this one. The previous one I read out a little bit, part of it. And indeed, those whom the angels take in death. Now look at this ayat. I'm going to read the whole ayat, hopefully. 97 of Surah Nisa. Indeed, those whom the angels take in death while wronging themselves, Why? Let's also see the footnote. By preferring to remain among the disbelievers, although they have the means to emigrate in an environment where a Muslim is unable to practice his religion freely. The angels will say, now reading the ayat continuing, the angels will say, in what condition were you? They will say, we were oppressed in the land. They, the angels, will say, was not the earth of Allah spacious enough for you to emigrate therein? For those, their refuge is hell, and evil it is as a destination. Now, compare this with what I said in my live stream about the Surah Hashr ayats. And Prophet Muhammad, since he evacuated the Medinan Jews, and especially the Banu Nadir, he could have emigrated from Medina because, as he emigrated from Mecca and Medina was not his homeland, he emigrated to Medina. Now, if he's not welcome in Medina, he could have emigrated somewhere else. And the Quran ayats speak for it. So, do you see this? Let it digest, let it sink in so you can, get it. Indeed, and compare it with Surah Hashr. Why did he have to evacuate the Medinan, some of them, even one or two of them from Medina? So he's got a whole tribe, Banu Nadir, evacuated from Medina, demolished their houses, got them to demolish their houses, got the believers to demolish their houses, the Medinans' houses, and then cut down trees just because they opposed. Or a Shaku word, I did a research, I searched for the Shaku word. In Surah Qamar, I found similar word, when the moon split, so it's Shaku. So they split away. Now, opposition, opposing has a wide connotation. It may not be fight the Prophet, fighting Allah and Prophet Muhammad. Of course, you can't fight Allah. You can't even reach Allah. So, what is the then it's not fair to say to use the word opposition, but the Quran ayat uses the right word. Shaku means split away. So, in your translations about that ayat, the Muslims should use the proper word, cut away from. But very few Muslims use that in the Quran translation. Those who have translated the Quran, ayats. And what else am I? Okay, so here you see, do you see this? Now, एक और बात है, I have to speak in Urdu. जब मैंने एक तरफ से तो इमाम हुसैन का हमारा शिया का ये था कि when all avenues of peace are closed, then fighting, when someone is coming after you for self-defense, or when all avenues after your life, and when all avenues of peace are closed and they're coming after your life to save your life and to save Islam, you can fight them. Another thing is zulm ke khilaf, like we were, zulm ke khilaf, बोलना चाहिए, आवाज़ to raise our voices against जुल्म के खिलाफ, against जुल्म. It is necessary. But sometimes in the Quran ayats we're told, okay, but sorry, I didn't complete this. जुल्म को सहना या बर्दाश्त करना कभी कभी जुल्म होता है, and this ayat is saying it. कभी कभी नहीं. So in what cases जुल्म को बर्दाश्त करना, जैसे we're told some prophets, you know, and some people who were, so I'm not this, I'm not organized. Let me just show you one thing here. With patient, patient, patience, and prayer or determination. Quran ayat. What was that ayat with patience and prayer? And seek help. Sometimes I cut. Surah Baqarah ayat 45. And seek help in patience. So you know patience is a virtue. And prayer. And surely it is indeed great. So here we're told, like agar aap pe zulm hota hai, when there's zulm on you, cruelty. So before the Muslims get to me and again get me all confused, I have to, no, go in the side. And seek help through patience and prayer. Indeed, it is a burden except for the humble. So we are told only the humble, submissive. Let's continue and see the prior ayat. Enjoin you albir, piety and right. Oh, do you enjoin right conduct on the people and forget right conduct on the people and forget to practice it yourselves, and yet you study the scripture? Will you not understand? So the Surah Tahrim, he takes an oath and he makes unlawful what Allah has made lawful for him. He himself does this. And seek help through patience and prayer. And indeed, it is difficult, except for the humbly submissive to Allah, yani. who are who are certain that they will meet their Lord and that they will return to Him. Meaning, whatever you need, or if you're, you're oppressed. मुझे तो ऐसा लगा, right? That's what I thought. So on one hand, this. On the other hand, Surah Nisa ayat, जो जुल्म सहता है उस पे भी, he's, for those the refuge is hell, and evil it is as a destination. Right? Yani, angels, when they take, I don't have to say Yani, right? Meaning, indeed, I just have to recite this ayat. Indeed, those whom the angels take in death while wronging themselves, यानी अपने नफ्स पे उन्होंने जुल्म किया है, और मलाइक आके, मलाइक है ना इधर, इनके, हाँ, मलाइक, हाँ, जालिम, they were wrongdoing themselves, anfusahim, themselves, अपने नफ्स पे जुल्म कर रहे थे. They say, in what condition were you? मलाइक पूछते हैं किस आप हालत में थे, तो वो कहते हैं कि we were, हम लोग मजलूम थे. मजलूम किधर? अर्थ पे. मज़लूम थे, यानी ये खुद अपने आप पे जुल्म इसलिए ऐसे नहीं कर रहे थे, ये जुल्म सह रहे थे जहाँ भी रह रहे थे। अच्छा, ये जुल्म सह रहे थे जहाँ भी रह रहे थे, जो इन पे जुल्म कर रहा था वो बर्दाश्त कर रहे थे और उधर रह रहे थे, उस लैंड पे, उस जगह पे रह रहे थे। They said, so तो अल्लाह ने इनको बोला, नहीं, सॉरी, फिर द एंजल्स विल से, तो मलाइका ने, मलाइका, मलाइकों, ओए माय उर्दू इज आल्सो टेरेबल। तो मलाइक ने इनको बोला कि was not the earth of Allah spacious enough for you to emigrate therein? हिजरत करते आप लोग, क्या दुनिया, क्या ये अर्ज अर्थ, ज़मीन इतनी वो वास्ट नहीं है कि आप हिजरत करें? अभी इस वर्ष पे बिकॉज यू सी हालत क्या होगी, फॉर दोज द रेफ्यूज इज हेल, ऐसा डराया है, एंड evil it is a destination. Oh my goodness. तो ये आयत तो वो जो कह रहे थे ना साहब, मुकेश भट्ट, इमाम हुसैन की ट्रिब्यूट पे यूट्यूब पे आए थे, मैंने देखा था वीडियो उनका, आए थे कि अपलोड हुआ था तो उनका वीडियो अपलोड हुआ था इमाम हुसैन की। तो उन्होंने कहा जो इन अदर वर्ड्स जस्ट पर इट ससिंकली कि जो जुल्म सहता है वो भी अपने ऊपर जुल्म कर रहा है ना, तो जुल्म के खिलाफ बोलना एक अच्छी बात है। तो ये तो एक इधर तो कंपल्सरी हो गया है, इस आयत को मैं पढ़ के मैंने पढ़ा, जुल्म को नहीं सहना है, बर्दाश्त नहीं करो, वरना यू नो एंजल्स आएंगे कहेंगे आप लोग अपने आप पे जुल्म कर रहे हैं, तो अल्लाह कहेगा नहीं नहीं, तो नहीं करें। अर्थ, ज़मीन बहुत वास्ट है, हिजरत करें। हिजरत क्यों नहीं की? अब तुम लोगों को फॉर दोज द रेफ्यूजेस, यानी इन्होंने हिजरत नहीं की, और जैसे कोई अभी जैसे घर पे जैसे मेरे फादर या कोई हम पे जुल्म कर रहे हैं और हम सह रहे हैं कि बाप है, छोड़ो, माँ है, मार रही है, जुल्म कर रही है हम पे ना, और हम लोग सह रहे हैं, तो नहीं, यानी हिजरत करो, इतना कंपल्सरी ऑब्लिगेटरी हो गया, वरना क्या होगा, फॉर दोज द रेफ्यूजेस हेल्प, ये आयत तो ये बोल रही है। अच्छा, अब मैंने इस आयत को लिया और उधर लगा दिया, कंपेयर कर दिया ना सूरह हशर की आयतों से, जो कहती हैं कि जूस को एवैक्यूएट किया, एक्सपेल किया, यहूदियों को अपने गांव से, मदीना, अपनी सिटी से, और उनके घर भी तोड़े। आप सोचें, उनके घरों में एल्डरली कोई सिख होगा, कोई औरत होगी, माँ होगी, बहन होगी, बीवी होगी, औरतें, बच्चे, फिर कहते कि नहीं, हम विडोज़ को भी हेल्प करते थे, हम इनको भी हेल्प कर, ट्रैवलर को भी हेल्प करते हैं। यानी इससे ज़्यादा बेखैरत मैसेंजर, फॉल्स प्रॉफिट मैंने देखा नहीं है, ना सुना है। सो आई ट्राई टू उधर फर्स्ट चैनल पे अपने मैंने थोड़ा अपने ओपिनियन को अपने पास रखा था, इधर मैं कह रही हूँ, माफ़ करना, माफ़। लेकिन अगर आज मैंने हक नहीं दिखाया तो खुदा मुझे माफ़ नहीं करेगा, सच्चा खुदा। बिकॉज़ ये आयत शायद पॉलिटिक्स से आई या कहाँ से आई। मिशमैश है ना, ये बहुत चालाक लगता है मुझे। तो इधर ज़ुल्म, इस आयत से पता चलता है कि ज़ुल्म सहना भी अपने आप पे ज़ुल्म करना है और ये बर्दाश्त नहीं होगा खुदा से। For those the refuge is hell, यानी क्यों आपने हिजरत नहीं की? हिजरत कंपल्सरी हो जाती है। तो मुझे भी देखें अब पाकिस्तान छोड़ना पड़ा। So when I was coming on social media, it was like some intuitive feeling कि बर्दाश्त नहीं करो, आवाज़ उठाओ, देखिए कौन कर रहा है, क्या हो रहा है। और फिर मैंने फ्रेंड्स भी जो कहते हैं बर्दाश्त करो, ये नमाज पे जाओ, ऐसा करो, बोलो नहीं अपना। We were like, we don't want sympathies from people. अगर पेशेंस एंड तो बहुत अच्छा होगा। हमें कहा जाता था, हमारी माय ग्रैंड आंट यूज्ड टू से कि पुरा ये मुसलमान मोमिन शिया बर्दाश्त, लाइक सब्र से काम लो। इधर तो सीधा हम लोग हेल में जाएंगे। योर रेफ्यूज, यानी खुदा ने कैसे लिखा है, अल्लाह ने अगर लिखा भेजा है ये आयत रसूलुल्लाह के, लिखा नहीं है, सॉरी, यानी आई होप यू नो व्हाट आई मीन, सॉरी, correct myself, destination, their abode will, इनका घर हेल होगा। आग वाग भी है क्या? नहीं, आग तो इन्होंने लिखा है लेकिन हेल फायर नहीं है। their abode will be hell. हाँ, तो मेरी शक्ल देखने की थी जब मैंने ये पढ़ा था ना। तो देखें, रसूलुल्लाह को उधर मदीनन को, उन पे फिर अगर वो सपोज़ करें वो हदीसें और तफसीरें सही हैं कि वो किसी मुसलमान को मारा, ट्रीटी पैक्ट तोड़ दिया, ब्रोक इन द ट्रीटी, और ये ना, तो आप चाहे हिजरत करें ना वहाँ से, बिकॉज़ वो आपकी सिटी भी नहीं है। और इधर तो लिखा है कि हिजरत, एमिग्रेट, emigrate. Let this sink into you. Earth is spacious, so that you could emigrate. हाँ, فتهاجروا, हिजरत, emigrate. रसूलुल्लाह को एक्चुअली देखिए, मदीना उनकी बर्थ सिटी नहीं थी। जब मक्का में प्रॉब्लम कह रहे थे, पॉलिसीज ने दिया उनको पेगन, तो हिजरत किया ना मदीना। तो अब मदीना में अगर दिया तो उधर से भी हिजरत करो। रसूलुल्लाह को करना चाहिए हिजरत। ये नहीं कि, और घर भी तोड़ रहे हैं ऊपर से, घर भी तुड़वा रहे हैं, तो तोड़ रहे हैं जूस के, और तो और ट्रीज भी कट कर रहे हैं। और उधर आयत में तो क्लियरली लिखा है कि इनको इनको जो मेक देम हम्बल, और जिल्लत देने के लिए, जिल्लत देने के लिए ट्रीज कट कर रहे हैं, डाउन सम ऑफ द ट्रीज। और उधर बोल रहे हैं हमारे मुसलमान तफसीर में है कि वो सीज था, तो काटने, अब सीज, यू नो वो ट्रीज उन्होंने बनाई थी, अपने आप को बचाने के लिए रसूलुल्लाह से पता नहीं क्यों और घर में छुपे हुए हैं। ऐसा नहीं कि वार कर रहे हैं, फाइट कर रहे हैं, एरोज फेंक रहे हैं, घर में छुपे हुए थे। और उधर ट्रीज भी बनाई थी, पाम ट्रीज थी। सीज के लिए तो कह रहे हैं सीज के लिए कट करना पड़ा, डाउन ट्रीज काटनी पड़ी मुसलमानों को, मोमिन को उस टाइम पे। अब सोचें, जरा सोचें। ये आयत तो यानी आपको हेल में बिल्कुल अपने नफ्स पे जरा भी जुल्म बर्दाश्त नहीं करें और हिजरत करें। और ये फुटनोट्स क्या दिया है इधर, मैं आपको दिखाती हूँ। एक और फुटनोट है इधर, हाँ, कि ओ माय गॉड, नो नो ये वाली नहीं, कहाँ थी? लेट मी शो यू footnote. Second, no, I think it is this one. I did show you. By preferring to remain among the disbelievers, although they have the means to emigrate in an environment where a Muslim is unable to practice his religion freely. So you should emigrate. आप पे कंपल्सरी हो जाता है, वरना जहन्नम है। सॉरी, आग नहीं लिखी है इधर, किधर और लिखा है? हेल फायर नहीं, सॉरी, आई नहीं, अब योर अबोर्ड इज हेल। व्हाट एन इवल डेस्टिनेशन। मुसलमानों पे कंपल्सरी हो जाती है कि आप एमिग्रेट करें, माइग्रेट करें। तो सुने, सूरे हश्र देखें और सुने। रसूलुल्लाह और मुसलमानों को अपने टाइम के मदीने से भी निकाल देता, बेहतर था। इधर तो कह रहे हैं कि मुसलमान एमिग्रेट करें, लड़े नहीं। We were oppressed in the land. फिर क्या है? ये sink in, let it sink in. Except for the oppressed among men, women and children who cannot devise a plan. हाँ, तो जैसे मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा था ना कि क्या करें, मुझे अटैक्स हो रहे हैं, कौन कर रहा है? Nor are they directed to a way. जैसे अब इनमें एबिलिटी नहीं है, they are not military men. इनके मैन शायद मिलिट्री मैन नहीं है। जैसे मदीना में सूरह फत में बदुअन्स कौन है पता है? वो जो नेचर में घूमते बाहर ऐसे ना रहते हैं, बदुअन्स। You know what the Baduans are? I'm very slow, sorry, because of my performance is slow. You know, Baduans कौन होते हैं? A nomadic Arab of the desert. Nomads वो होते हैं जहाँ भी थोड़ा सा जिप्सी जैसा ना, कैरावन्स में जाते हैं, ट्रैवल करते हैं। थिंक nomadic people हैं, और sedentary people, desert dwellers। अब समझाने में मुझे थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, सॉरी। तो ऐसे ना दे ट्रैवल अराउंड, बाहर, they're very, wherever they find life, they go and live there. They travel, like they change places. Nomads, जो ट्रैवल करते हैं। तो ये मुझे समझाने में नहीं आता है उर्दू में, सॉरी। तो ये सूरह फत की आयत में ना कि दिस, oh my God, my heart just, I can't take it. तो ये सूरह निसा की शुक्र है आयत ऐसी मिली. उन्होंने कहा कि our properties and our family, we don't want to fight or go fight or protect the messenger of Allah. कि वो जब मक्का वापस जा रहा था तो उनको पता नहीं हिपोक्रेट्स और पता नहीं क्या क्या. तो इन पे गुनाह नहीं है जो अप्रेस्ड हैं, वीक हैं. तो ये जो मिस्कीन वीक पीपल हैं जिसमें एबिलिटी नहीं है, दे आर नॉट एबल टू हेल्प देमसेल्व्स और डिवाइस अ प्लान, माजूर हो गए शायद. जैसे मेरे जैसे, आई वाज इन कराची, incapacitated, na? So for those it is expected that Allah will pardon them, and Allah is ever pardoning and forgiving. And whoever emigrates for the cause of Allah will find on the earth many alternative locations and abundance. तो डरे नहीं कि हमें abundance नहीं होगा. Allah भरा है. God, you know, Shakti Gwen ने book लिखी creative visualization 1988 में या 87 में वो book मुझे मिली थी. उसमें लिखा है कि Allah, you have abundance. तो रसूलुल्लाह मुसलमानों को मदीना से लेके emigrate करता. Or you know what is emigration? And do you know what is migration? Emigrate यानी कि आपकी country है, leave one's own country in order to settle permanently in another. तो जैसे ये तो सही था कि ओके रसूलुल्लाह ने मक्का से एमिग्रेट किया, अब आप उधर से भी चले. अब ये नहीं कह सकते कि ये मदीना से एमिग्रेट कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज मदीना वाज नॉट दैट सिटी, नॉट हिज सिटी, बर्थ सिटी नहीं थी. कंट्री वो एरिया पूरी, ओके, आई डोंट नो, बट इट वाजंट हिज सिटी, सो ही कुड. एंड माइग्रेट क्या होता है? Fish, animal, move from one part of something to another. So it's better to use this word, migrate. And okay, I made a mistake about some on a live stream last night, I think. Calcate word मैंने इस्तेमाल किया था. So I forgot to correct myself in my live stream earlier on my first channel. Okay, but that's not so important. अभी सूर्य हश्र. So you see, ये क्या कर रहा है, कितना टाइम लगा है. Like I had to come here. I couldn't speak over there on my first live stream. Because Surah Hashr की आयत में जब here, and what Allah has restored of property, I stopped here, to his messenger from them. तो इनको क्या किया मदीनन को कि ये हमारे पीछे पड़े हैं, cut down the trees in order to disgrace the fasiqun, the disobedient to Allah, rebellious, transgressors. पीछे that's because they opposed Allah and His Messenger. Shaku means split, away. And had it not been that Allah had decreed exile for them, Allah ko use kar raha hai, banish them from their own country or city. Medina was actually a city. And what's this? He it is who in the first assault drove forth the people of the book that disbelieved from their homes at the first gathering of forces. You did not believe they would leave, while they too thought that their fortresses would defend them against Allah. I've done a lengthy live stream on this on my first channel. Then Allah came upon them from whence they did not even imagine, casting such terror into their hearts that they destroyed their homes by their own hands. पागल हो गए. And the destruction was also caused by the hands of the believers. तो ऐसे प्रॉफिट को अगर आपको डिफेंड करना है और ऐसे अल्लाह को जो इसका इनका बनाया हुआ शैतान इसने अल्लाह को एक्सप्लॉइट किया है. मैं नहीं करूँगी, सॉरी. इसी आपको करना है, हाँ, आप करें. मैं नहीं कर सकती हूँ. अभी अभी आप जान गए कि मदीनन को मदीना में रहना चाहिए था, रहने देते और खुद माइग्रेट कर खुद चले जाते, माइग्रेट करते, राइट. इधर घर तुरवाए हैं, एल्डरली पीपल, ऑप्रेस पीपल. सूर्य निसा की आयत एक है जो oppressed men, women and children cry out, oh Allah, send someone. तो आप क्यों इन पे ऐसा जुल्म कर रहे हैं? अच्छा, इन्होंने ट्रीज भी बनाई थी इन फ्रंट ऑफ देयर हाउसेस या अराउंड देयर हाउसेस, तो वो काट दिया. कहा कि सीज के लिए हम बना रहे हैं, तो ये जायज़ है वॉर में. फुट नोट्स में Quran.com, थैंक यू, इसमें अब देखिए ये. एंड अनदर थिंग आई फाउंड इन सूरह निसा, I think, you know, if these women allure you, तो क्या होता है? Like marry a believing woman, even though she may not be as good alluring to you, यानी attractive. अजब, वो सेम वर्ड यूज किया जो सूरह अहज़ाब की आयत. Even if so, just for the heck of sake of brevity and short time, even if the polytheist women uh, allure, please you, allure you. For a believing female servant is better than a polytheist. Sorry, अच्छा, ये सूर्य निसा की आयत नहीं है, ये सूर्य बकरा में मुझे मिला. अब देखें कुरान.com कहाँ है? कुरान.com. अब देखें वर्ड जो इस्तेमाल किया है ना. अच्छा, इधर ट्रांसलेशन में एक ने तो लिख लिया, तो मैं कहाँ लेके जा रही? सूर्य अहज़ाब की आयत 52. रसूलुल्लाह को एक तो स्टॉप किया, फिर कि ज़्यादा आप शादी नहीं करो, नहीं बिल्कुल शादी नहीं करो, but what your right hands possess, you can marry them. But the women are who please you or something, the same word इधर है ना. सॉरी, मुझे सही तरह शायद अजबकुम, हाँ अजबकुम. He and a bondwoman believing who is better than a policies man, even if he pleases you. Women के बारे में, sorry. Wait a minute. even if the polytheistic woman pleases you, right? तो इधर एक translation में मुझे मिला जो I just want to mention this, allures you. I think this is a better word. Pleasing तो राज़ी अल्लाह, राज़ी. अच्छा अगर कोई woman आपको please करती है तो वो different word use करते हैं और Muslims will give you very good explanations. You see how this person has even brainwashed the Shias. Like the Shia ulamas couldn't get it for 1400 years. और इमाम हुसैन के बाद तो और भी पक्के शिया हो गए ना, पक्के हो गए. You see how confusing, like when to be patient and determined. पेशेंस तो इंसान सब्र इसलिए करता है कि कुछ जुल्म हो रहा है या कुछ नीड नहीं पूरी हो रही है. तो एक तरफ से कह रहे हैं कुरान आयत में कि पेशेंस एंड प्रेयर बहुत अच्छा होता है. Only it's difficult for those who are not submissive to Allah. A Muslim slave is better than a mushrik. Amen. Allure. अच्छा किसी ने इधर से attract you. मुफ्ती तकी उस्मानी. यानी meaning allure meanings, you know, attract you. उधर क्या लिखा है रसूलुल्लाह के लिए कि even if the women अच्छा allure नहीं मिल रहा है. Just want to, I saw allure, but at least I think attraction is enough for now. बस जल्दी जल्दी में attract you, right? Attract you. Attract you. Please you. Allures you. Ah, Yusuf Ali allures you. You know what alluring is? It's another way of a word meaning cinemas to attract. Very beautiful. You just have to see this. The quality of being powerfully and mysteriously attractive. Joy up. Wonder. अभी आप देखें इधर ना ये बिल्कुल सही है जो मैंने निकाला मीनिंग अजब का. सूरे अहज़ाब की आयत में how did this slip from the Shias who say that Prophet Muhammad got married for, you know, to help the widows and this and that, or the war, अल्लाह बेचारी वो चीफ की बेटी या उनका हस्बैंड चीफ जिसको मार डाला. तो ये भी है. It is not lawful for you, O Prophet, to marry women after this, nor can you replace any of your present wives with another, even if her beauty may attract you. Attract, chale. Except those bond women. या चले what your right hands possess, because Shia आ जाएंगे कहेंगे मुता. But of course at that time wars were there. And why should a woman attract the Prophet? Isn't he all the time God pleasing? How could this escape the Shias? And Shias now for you. So that I will continue on my first channel because I started there. ये देखिए attract. So how come आपको समझ में नहीं? Like what have you done? सूर्य हशर की आयत देखें. हशर नशर कर दिया and इधर तो compulsory है. Otherwise जो मुसलमान जुल्म सहता है वो अपने नफ्स पे जुल्म कर रहा है और वो हेल में एंड होगा अगर उसने अगर उसके पास चांस है कि वो क्या करे, एमिग्रेट करे, तो उसको करना चाहिए. And whoever emigrates for the cause of Allah will find on earth many alternative locations and abundance. तो जब अल्लाह ये कह रहा है तो रसूलुल्लाह सूरह हशर की आयत में जो हमें बताया था कि इसलिए घर तोड़ा, जो भी कि ऑपोजिशन हुआ था रसूलुल्लाह अल्लाह के अगेंस्ट. तो आप अब वो नहीं, he can't use this as self defense because अल्लाह ने तो कह दिया है, very direct verse, कि earth many locations in abundance you will find on earth. आप समझ रहे हैं मैं कहाँ आपको लेके जाऊँ. और she asked, how could this escape you? On one hand, मजलूम बेवतन, ये मेरा मौला रजा है. उनसे पहले इमाम हुसैन, और इनके नाना बिल्कुल भी नहीं थे मजलूम बेवतन. बेवतन तो वो जूस हो गए थे जिनके घरों को भी तोड़ा है, ट्रीज पे भी जुल्म हुआ है. सीज, अभी वो बेचारे छुपे हुए हैं. पता है, टू मेक अ सीज उनको कट करना पड़ा ट्रीज. डू यू नो व्हाट दैट मीन्स? एक इंसान जो हिस्ट्री, ज़्यादा इमेजिनेशन उसका इतना नहीं है समझने में, कॉम्प्रिहेंशन लो है, वो इतना तो समझ सकती है उसको अल्लाह कैसे हेल्प कर रहा है. ट्रू अल्लाह. So struggling with my voice. I think my throat, my voice box needs a rest. Not a rest, but needs rest. Oh God. So I think I need. Is there any more tea here? No. Completely empty. Need to make tea. So let this all sink into you. इस जालिम के लिए आप 1400 years हो गए. अल्लामा रशीद तुराबी कहते थे, कब समझेंगे, कब जानेंगे. Verily, as for those whom the angels take in death while they are wronging themselves, as they stayed among the disbelievers, even though emigration was obligatory for them. देखा, obligatory, see, ये आया ना brackets में, obligatory बन जाता है. Oh my goodness. Shia, sorry, like I'm quite shocked. तो रसूलुल्लाह जहाँ अगर मदीना में देख रहा है कि जुल्म हो रहा है उन पे, मुसलमानों पे, और उन पे भी, तो निकल जाए. ऑपोजिशन आ रहा है तो मदीना से भी माइग्रेट करे, एमिग्रेट नहीं. In what condition were you? They reply, we were weak and oppressed on the earth. They, angels, say, was not the earth of Allah spacious enough for you to migrate therein? Such men will find their abode in hell. What an evil. Ye bahut. Oh, ye Rasul. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing a very, I have no words. So thank you very much. I'll have to now abruptly, I need to take a break. Just let this sink into you, and this is my backup channel. I won't be coming here live, and it won't be. My health is deteriorating. I can't make long, like even 15 minutes videos on. So sorry for keeping you here, but mostly because I have so many followers, more than the followers, subscribers here. I come on my first channel. So please do join me there. Let's make this a backup channel then. Okay? Thank you so much. Um, please look at this and take action, immediate action against this one of a kind tyrant. Words fail me here against the false prophet of Islam. I haven't seen a prophet like him.